Hey there. Thanks for stopping in. So I think you've seen most of this. 290 that fell out of a tractor, a 362 that's hard to start, a 280 with running issues, a 441 with running issues. Maybe you haven't seen this one. A Husky 455 with running issues, the Man Hornet, and all of that stuff. We're going to start with this Man Hornet today. I don't know how far we'll get, but we'll carry it over there and we'll get started. See you at the workbench. Okay, where do we start? Well, here we are with the Man Hornet that everybody's been waiting for. This was made in Guelph, Ontario, Canada. I don't really know how old this is. We've never seen one of these before, other than this one. We've never worked on one of these. So we don't really know what we're getting ourselves into here. Tyler, how old do you think this thing is?
A bit of research I did about 1948. I could be wrong, but
There might be a tag right there.
I think there is. I'll try and clean that. I don't want to remove any writing.
70-year-old dirt?
That's pretty old stuff. Yeah. That's half-inch pitch chain. So I don't think you can buy this chain anymore. So we're going to have to get this chain off, soak it. That'll be crucial to get that done. Just going to use a plastic scraper here. Well, it's not a scraper, but it works pretty good.
If any of you know anything about this Hornet, let us know in the comments.
Not much info. I couldn't find anyway.
Do any of you own one of these things?
All right, so this tag here is just about the transmission lubrication. Looks like a brass tag.
Okay, no year or nothing that we can see.
No serial number yet.
This looks like just instructions, starting instructions.
Oh, there might be a serial right there.
9121.
Don't know much about this, but I'm going to guess. Obviously, that's to start. You take your piece of rope, put it through, wind it, pull. You need a certain length of rope. It can't be too long or it'll stay in there, as I'm told. Throttle. I'm going to guess this is like a throttle. Okay. I have no idea. Fairbanks Morse. Oh, that's an ignition. And there's the stop button right here, I'm going to guess on. That's to shut the saw off. Throttle off. I'm not sure what that is. You would think bar oil. I don't even see a bar oil reservoir. I'm going to go with this is gas here. That's the gas cap.
Hopefully there's no gas in it. It couldn't be after this long.
Even if there was, the age of this gas, it wouldn't have ethanol. So that's a nice fuel cap, all aluminum. I'll get the flashlight. The tank looks not bad inside. I see the filters falling off, so it's almost like a fitting comes up from the bottom, and there's a filter that rests on top of the fitting, but it's broke off in there. No. We'll put that fuel cap back on.
I wonder if we should get the bar and chain off of it.
We're going to. What's this do?
I don't know what that does.
So I'm going to go with, this is some sort of engagement clutch. It runs a cable to the transmission. Oh, this is some sort of bar oil reservoir. Okay. It's bar oil. This line wraps up into a spigot here. And bar oil. You know, I wonder if you have to unscrew this fitting to put bar oil in. Would that make sense?
It could.
I don't see another cap.
I bet you somebody watching this right now knows the answer to this question.
I'm probably gonna,
and they're gonna leave it in the comments.
I'm okay to ask for help at some point. So we should get this bar and chain off though.
We definitely could use some help with this one.
For sure. Yeah.
Let's get the bar and chain off of it. Get it out of the way. All right, where do we start with this?
Oh, that on the end, unscrew that. I think that's some sort of tensioner. Yep, there goes the chain down. Okay. All right, so there's a tensioner built in for the guy that has to run the bar. I wonder what you call him, because that doesn't look like the desirable job to be on that end.
This is the end I'm going to be on?
Yes. Got 3 nuts or bolts here. 3 nuts. Looks like there's 3/2 inches here that I'm not sure what they are doing, but I'm going to find out. They're in the general location that the bar nuts would be in. It's so filthy, I can't really see what anything is here. And it's a little cold out to pressure wash it.
It's only -18 out.
Yeah.
Pressure washer's packed away for the winter.
It is. I don't want to lose any original hardware. Okay, now what? I got 3 lock washers to get off here. This would be good having a video for this, because if I forget where a piece of hardware goes, I can always look back. Should have been YouTubing a long time ago.
What that is?
Where was it?
It's just sitting in there.
Oh, that's the air intake.
Just sitting in there.
Okay. All right, those 3 are loose, but oh, there, it's moving now. I'm just kind of prying in here and seeing if anything will happen. Oh, there we go. It's moving now. Oh, we got 3 more washers in there. 1, 2, 3. 3 bar studs. I'm guessing they're not going to find this bar anywhere else. All right, so loosen this off some more. There's a grease fitting down here. I guess I can take these. There's 2 more bar nuts sitting right here, so we'll take those off, I guess, too. That one's pretty close to the cover. I have to cheat. Yeah, got it. looks like there's a hinge here. So 2 bar nuts on that side. One here. And will this open? It still opens, yeah. I gotta get this chain off of one end here. So maybe I'll try and get it off of this end. Looks like I can get these out. Yep. Oh, that'll help. Actually, these went right on there. That's what the cover went through. So I'll just throw those back on. This was that was on the other side. I'll bring those back over. And I'll get that one out. I hope I remember how this goes back together. Oh yeah, we'll have a video.
You sure will.
Let's see if I can fiddle this off of here. Okay. That is probably supposed to spin, and it does not. Someone didn't grease the end of their bar. Or it's because it's been sitting quite a long time. And that's just, there's no teeth in this thing that I can see. It's just kind of just a roller. We'll see when we clean it up. It'll probably be a project in itself. I should be able to get this chain off now, we think. I'm guessing this is some sort of clutch, or the drive is right here. Oh, this bar. Let's see if we can get this bar off. I think so. I think this has got to come off. Okay. Get that hose out of the way. Well, I definitely have no idea how to get this apart. But I see some sort of something there. Oh, I don't like scratching it. Maybe I'll get the plastic one. I feel like I'm going back in time.
You are.
So
75 years.
There's no plastic. All right, there. I hope there's a Hornet expert watching this video and commenting. That'd be pretty handy. You can point out some of the mistakes I've probably made already. All right, so you got like a pin. It looks like it slots into there somehow. I don't see anything else. So if you were in the field with this saw and needed to, oh, there, it started moving, change your bar, maybe it wasn't very easy. I wonder if that must have to go in somehow. See that there? It's on both sides like that. There's a pin and you can see it slots. I'm guessing this is some sort of drum, must have to go in, turn. because that bar will not clear. Okay, I'll have to think about this for a second. Got this chain. I figured that out. I just had to kind of bend it a little bit. There's our chain here. Do we have one of them on the shelf?
We do not.
We don't. Okay. I'm going to soak this chain. Probably going to be sitting in something for a while. It's just, it does still move.
It's pretty crusty, and obviously we don't have a new chain here, so we'll put this thing on to soak.
Yeah. So I actually dug up some sort of manual for this. It doesn't say much. It just says install the bar when you get it. Just put the bar on. So after thinking about it, these studs just they just pound through the other side. Just like a nut and bolt. Yeah, I thought I had to take this, I'm going to call it a clutch off. And then actually when I seen the parts listing, it looked like something I really didn't want to mess with. There's a great big spring in there, keeping pressure out on this cap. So
yeah, if we break something, it's going to be pretty hard to find parts for this.
Yeah.
There. Bar and chain are off.
There's the bar.
You probably have one of those hanging out front, don't you?
I don't think so. You would have to make a bar, I'm going to go with. All right. It doesn't actually look that bad. You know, these chains didn't go very fast. I guess our next step is spark. We need to have spark. So, but which way would we be? I don't even know which way to turn this thing over. I'm gonna go with this way, but someone could probably help me out with that. And it's hard to turn over. I don't know if it's because we're going through the transmission, but I've had this in both positions. And that doesn't make any difference. So is that dry? I'll have to look at that old manual I found. I don't know which way that goes, but we're not going to be able to check for spark because we can't get this thing to turn over fast enough. Okay, so should we pull the plug?
Pull the plug. We can put the inspection camera and have a look.
Sounds good. We'll have to clean that up a bit first.
Okay. There's our new blowgun, sent to us from Denmark from our friend Klaus at Hobby Motor. Thank you, Klaus.
It is not 3/4. It is 13/16. Okay, we have a Champion J11 made in USA. Looks like an old spark plug.
Yes, it does.
I'm going to say it was running okay last time it was running 60, 70 years ago.
Maybe. I wish I knew how old this thing was.
I think it's late 40s. We can say late 40s, I'm pretty sure.
And the man who owns this, he's never ran it. It was his grandfather's.
Yes.
And he doesn't remember the last time his grandfather ran it.
And imagine how many of these went to China in the last 20 years for scrap.
I don't even want to talk about that.
No. All right, let's look down the hole. All right, is everyone ready? This is a big deal.
Let's go down the hole. Oh.
No. Oh, man. That was not what I wanted to see. Look at what is on top. Like there's some heavy scoring. It looks like all the way around too. Let's see. It's hard to operate. I'm not used to this camera. How do you use this thing?
Just twist it around.
Corrosion? Let's get right in on that. Well, that's a shame. It's all the way around too. A lot of ports.
Compression test.
I'm gonna go like
it'd be hard to do a compression test on this.
I can't pull it over fast enough. You know what? I'm gonna say if this is like your standard 2-stroke, it's scored all the way around. I wonder if it got straight gassed. But it's hard to tell. I mean, look at the corrosion in there.
The person who ran this there's no one to ask. Nobody knows why this saw was set down.
No.
I mean, maybe it was set down because it was just too heavy, but maybe something bad happened. And
I can get really close into that cylinder. Looks, I mean, the camera does make things look worse than they are, but
it looks bad.
It's bad. All right. Well, I've seen enough of that. That's pretty disappointing.
Well, you can pull out now. Well, that didn't look good down in there, did it?
It did not look good down there.
I think someone straight gassed this.
That's a good chance. Somebody may have picked this up in more like, 90s, 2000s era. Thought this was a 4-stroke engine. I mean, look at the size of it. If you weren't used to seeing a chainsaw like this, and well, I don't know if the internet was a big thing back then for this kind of stuff.
Just a Briggs and Stratton engine.
Kind of looks like it's not, obviously, but you would have just thrown some fuel through down there, straight gas.
There's nothing saying
mixed
nothing. Gas or anything. Just throw some gas in it, and it doesn't look like a 2-stroke, does it?
Not to me. I mean, it has a float style carburetor. There's the carb there, so it has a little float in it.
So if you were unfamiliar with this,
we got a little spring sitting in the intake. That's probably not great. Imagine getting that started and that got sucked down in. We'll just throw that back in there. I don't know what it's for.
So if you weren't familiar with what this was, this thing could have easily had just straight gas put in it. Yep. It would have ran for a bit, and that's some pretty extensive damage.
It could be dirt ingestion too. I mean, I don't know.
Where's the air filter?
Well, all there is a hole on both sides, and maybe this spring has something to do with an air filter. I mean, it could have just, that scoring could be tons of dirt, and maybe the bearings are just really dirty. It looks like a full teardown.
I'm sure in the comments we have someone who knows a lot about these chainsaws and has a lot of information for us.
It looks like a nice project. I'm just short on time.
So if you know anything about this, just leave the information down in the comments. We'll be down there looking. We appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.